We are living in very comfortable times nowadays, which has made us very weak. Nearly everything is taken care of by modern technology, which results in us not learning some essential skills for life. That's why I'm gonna explain to you some very important skills that you should learn as a man to make the best out of your life. This video will be unfiltered, so you won't be seeing any of the typical step 1, learn coding type of bullshit. This will be real fucking advice. This probably is my most important video up to date. The first skill is going out of your comfort zone. You've probably read this on every motivational post on Instagram possible, but this is a fundamental skill that the most of us haven't really established. A man that frequently goes out of his comfort zone is a man that grows and is destined for success. Getting out of your comfort zone basically means you do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. You're not in the mood for a heavy leg day, you don't give a fuck, you do it nonetheless. You would rather eat a pizza instead of the broccoli, you still don't give a fuck, you eat the broccoli. This also applies to other areas in your life. You see a beautiful woman on the street. While other guys are shitting their pants and are afraid to get rejected, you still don't give a fuck and approach her, even if you will get rejected. This is a fundamental skill every man should establish. You should look forward to getting out of your comfort zone. You should actually look for ways to get uncomfortable in your daily life. It will become a habit eventually, and your day will consist of many opportunities to grow. This is the essence of a man. The second skill every man should cultivate is discipline. Without discipline, a man is nothing. A man without discipline will be a slave to his urges and emotions. A lack of discipline will keep you down. This skill, along the first one, are the two most important skills ever. If you have mastered these two, then it's only a matter of time until you become successful. These two are the foundation of every other skill and area you can improve in your life. The reason why you have problems keeping up a good habit is discipline. You don't understand why it's so difficult to stop watching porn and masturbating? Discipline. Prioritize your discipline and good things will come to you. The third skill is to simply not give a fuck. If you don't give a fuck about unimportant things, like the opinion of others or what others think of you, then you will basically be unstoppable. Hate and negativity will bounce back from you like an iron shield. You don't care if someone tells you you can't be successful or you can't be muscular. You know better than them and still continue to put in the hard work. A good book for this would be The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. This book has valuable knowledge, which seems self-explanatory at first, but you will realize it isn't. As a side note, just reading a book alone doesn't do anything until you apply the knowledge, which is why you have to apply everything you read in a book as soon as possible. Otherwise, if you only read books and put them aside after you've finished, you will learn very little or even nothing at all. Mark important text passages so you can look over them after finishing the book. After that, you should write a short summary of the book featuring the most important things, which you can always come back to. Every time you want to refresh your knowledge or want to read through a certain topic again, you can just open the corresponding pages to read through again. There's no need to completely read the book from start to finish again, unless you want to. The third important skill for a man is to always take responsibility. No matter what happens, as a man you should always take responsibility, even if things are not your fault. If you can do this without your ego taking over, then you can do something only a few on this planet can do. Taking responsibility gives you the ability to improve yourself instead of using excuses. Let me give you an example. Most overweight people in these times will blame everything and everyone for their obesity except themselves. I have a slow metabolism, so I can't lose weight. My parents are not cooking healthy. The gym is too expensive and I don't have time to train. These are just a few of the common excuses used by such people. By using all these excuses, they make it impossible to take these problems into their own hands. They don't give themselves the opportunity to take action against their own problems. If you stop using excuses though, and finally say, it's my fault that I'm fat, it's my fault that I can't get any girls, you will also be able to work towards a solution. Because it's my fault, I can solve the problem myself. No one will fix it for me. That's why it's up to myself. By having this mindset of taking responsibility, you give yourself the chance to grow and work on yourself. This is a skill I worked on for a long time and still do. And I haven't really seen anyone who have mastered it. The last skill a man should learn is stoicism. Being stoic essentially means that you stay calm and rational in any situation, no matter what happens or what emotions you feel. It's basically ignoring / detaching from your emotions and staying logical. Many have this false perception of stoicism that you should suppress your emotions and not feel anything, which is wrong. You still feel your emotions, but you don't act up on them. You don't get controlled by them. Many guys lack this skill, which results in them making bad decisions out of anger, love, or even excitement. They get fed up about things you cannot control, like the weather, traffic, or the actions of others, which doesn't do anything good for you. Stoicism also means not worrying about things you cannot control and only focusing on things you can control. This essentially gives you full control over your own life and takes others the ability away to have control over you and your emotions. The amount of freedom you get from this skill, from literally never worrying and accepting every situation in life, is so fucking valuable. When you've established a good degree of stoicism, you will quickly realize how necessary and stupid most of people's worries and problems are, and how easily they can be fixed by only focusing on things you can control. These are the 4 most important skills every man should aspire to master, and if you've got already good at some of them, then I can guarantee you will have a glorious future ahead of you. Always improve, it only gets better from here.